Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, when a carpenter finishes building his home, does he yell out, "Nailed it"? So kicking it off with last week's Comic Corner, the Philly cheesesteak corner. Daniel DeLeon69 started off with Philly cheesesteak. Good. Heart. Yes, Daniel. Philly cheesesteak. Good. Then Paul Jetto commented, "Oh my god, was that your brother? What's with his bangs?" He's referring to this picture. I will give him this. We were younger, and obviously nobody likes their haircut back in the day. You know, to be fair, to show you the rest of the picture. But, my friend, author Ken Lindsay, author of the Gavin English series and the River Runes, available at kenlindsaybooks.com. And I convinced him that that would look good. He did not realize we were screwing with him. Joshua Martinez, the film bestie, replied to him, "That was a style in Northern Nevada back then. Get off me!" No, it wasn't. Paul Jetto replied to that, "How many times has someone said that to you?" Boom! Film bestie replied to that, That's all you got? Then new commenter Juju Taylor commented, "As a Philly native, Philly cheesesteaks are delicious, yet Stromboli is better." Stromboli. I do love me a good Stromboli, but I don't see how we're comparing those two. They're very different. Before I get into how, the film bestie replied to that, "I've never tried that. What's in it?" It is like a homemade pizza pocket. Kind of like a calzone, but not quite the same. It's cooked a little bit differently. The pastry's a little bit differently, but it's really good. And basically, like a pizza pocket, you stuff it with pizza toppings. Sausage, pepperoni, salami, Canadian bacon, whatever you want to put in there. It's really good. But again, I wouldn't compare that to a Philly cheesesteak, because that's like comparing pizza to burgers. They're just two very different things. But that's not to say I don't agree with you. Give me a Philly cheesesteak or a Stromboli. I'm happy. Then the film bestie made his own comment. "No! Where did you get that?" Josh, I've showed that picture many times. Then Jay McCool commented, "Dude, his hair was almost as bad as a man bun." Almost. At least he hasn't gone that far. Yet. People have told me that I will never get over my Phil Collins obsession. But take a look at me now. Then on an older Davy's Awesome Movies, my Davy's Awesome Movies review of Kickboxer 4: The Aggressor, new commenter Mitch Watson III commented, "I think this movie had potential if written a little bit better. Instead of telling the audience that the villain was Tong Po, I think I would have just said it's a new villain. Maybe this guy is Tong Po's brother or a friend, and the original Tong Po died shortly after David was sent to prison. This guy just wants to finish what Tong Po started and destroy Sloane. That would explain why Sloane wouldn't be worried about being recognized while Tong Po has seen him. This guy has only heard of him and knows he exists but has never laid eyes on him. David would know this guy has never seen him. Thus would explain why he wouldn't be so worried about being recognized." I agree that would have made it a little better. At least there wouldn't be that huge, stupid plot hole in there. But overall, this movie just was too generic and boring. The entire movie just felt kind of phoned in. A genie granted me one wish, so I said, I want to be happy. Now I'm living in a cottage with 6 dwarves and I work in a mine. Then on my Davy's Awesome Stories, Bad with Names, where I talked about that I'm so bad at remembering names that I constantly not only don't remember people's names, but I actually remember their name as being something that's not even close. Paul Jetto kicked it off with, "Lol, wow. I got my girl's permission for this one just now. Her family is full-on Irish-American, go figure, and this is her name. Leisha. Can you pronounce that? Lol." Okay, first of all, I've admitted many times in the past I'm terrible at pronunciation. So I was not going to be embarrassed trying to pronounce that written out, because it wasn't going to happen. I did look it up. And no, I would never have guessed that that's how you pronounce her name. I would probably put Losi or something like that. And the film bestie got in there. I know how, and if he gets it wrong on the next Comic Corner, I'll correct him. Don't correct me. Then the film bestie commented, "It wasn't until we were in our 30s that my brother finally learned my name. He spent our whole lives calling me Rachel. What's up with that?" "Because that is your name and you know it. Rachel. Then Jay McCool commented, "Can't relate. I'm bad with names, but only the normal way, where I simply can't remember it. So I try to get around it by saying things like, hey, man." See, that's the problem. I do that when I just straight can't remember it. But sometimes I think I remember it, and I'm like, "Hey, John," and they're like, "My name's Bill." Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed AEW vs. NJPW Forbidden Door 2023, the film bestie kicked it off with, to quote AVA, "Why do you only love me in the dark, huh? Why do you always promise underneath the stars, huh? Davey, hear me, brother. This review is not the review of champions. I am. I'll meet you in the ring, in the park, in the Burger King, in the last place I left my Beetlejuice stopwatch that I haven't seen since the 4th grade, brother. I am the review champion, and I will defend my title on Battle Squatch at the 4th. And William Street Taco Snack / Homeless Shelter, brother. And you will know it's over when I yell Pikachu is short, brother. Grrr. Yeah, okay, we've done the challenge thing before. Then Paul Jetto commented, "I need to watch this like now." Yes, you do. Jay McCool commented, "Such a great show." Yes, it was. The reason Teslas are so expensive is because they charge a lot. Then, on a Davy's Awesome Food, where I reviewed the 2 new Baja Blast flavors from Mountain Dew, Caribbean Splash, and Passion Fruit Punch, Paul Jetto kicked it off with, "Never been big on Mountain Dew, but I do like guava. I'll try it. It's delicious." The film bestie commented, "I love guava. I'm gonna have to buy this for my cheat day. I would love it, though, if someone would mix guava with dragon fruit. For once, I like the way you think." Then another new commenter, Reppin' Time Fitness, commented, "Mountain Dew is doing their thing." Yep, they always are. They're always coming out with new flavors. I've got several soda reviews. Most of them are Mountain Dews. Then Jay McCool commented, "The one with the guava was delicious." That's interesting, because I really believed that the one that was going to be the biggest hit with people was going to be the Passion Fruit Punch, just because to me that's more marketable. But no, apparently everybody's going nuts over the guava. And then the J Spud comment, "I wish Mountain Dew would bring out a real flavor, such as latkes or gefilte fish.
Ew.
Something that would make the children stop and go, huh?" You mean like your comments? "My grandmother used to make her own soda pop. It was a mix of sarsaparilla and asparagus omelet. It was awful. I used to dry heave something fierce every time I ate it. Of course, we would later learn that she was using rat arsenic, thinking it was paprika. Too bad it didn't work. Her mind wasn't all there in those days. Not since my grandfather ran away with an Episcopalian who had a 3rd nubbin and a club foot. Her name was Mrs. Hummus. Those were trying times indeed, but I did learn a valuable lesson in all of it. A limping lady has but one heart to give, but a good toilet will take all you've got to give. Write that down." I don't have a pen. Anyway, I like cream soda. I spray it on my enemies and the raccoons with rally something menacingly. I got nothing. I had a terrible nightmare where I was forced to eat my own clone. I almost pooped myself. Then on this week's Davy's Awesome Movies, my review of The Punisher, the 1989 version, with Dolph Lundgren. The film bestie commented, "I love this movie. Oh, and take that back from a previous video. I did not like that Double Dragon movie. It's okay. Anyway, yay Dolph! You liar, we watched it all the time and laughed." Then the film bestie commented, "What's wrong with sitting there naked remembering? What, you don't do that? I do, all the time. It's brisk and liberating." No, I don't do that. At all. Then the film bestie commented, "You don't agree? You don't agree? Who are you not to agree? You're just a guy who used to love Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia." I'm still that guy. And their chocolate chip cookie dough. What's wrong with you if you don't like Cherry Garcia? Then Jay McCool commented, "Never seen this, but I will. He was great in Universal Soldier. That was a good one too. The first one. Sequel was bad, and the other sequels were much, much worse." Then Jay McCool commented, "Not the pizza!" The pizza's gone, Jay. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone! Ah! Zombies don't laugh. They're dead serious. Then the final comment this week on a Davy's Awesome Movies from a couple of years ago. My Davy's Awesome Movies for Heartbeeps. Very underrated movie starring Andy Kaufman. Jay McCool commented, I don't know anyone else who has even seen this movie. I first saw it with my dad when I was like 9 or 10. I love this movie. It is a great movie, but it's very underrated, and you're right, a lot of people haven't seen or even heard of it. So the fact that you have, good for you, and I'm glad you like it. My son came into my room and was like, Dad, there's a monster in my closet. Can I sleep in your room? I said, he's after you, don't make it my problem. So there you have it. That's the Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications for when I post new videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.